Well, Bob, we're still here, still talking
So
about
far.
world events. At least so far we're here. But if the boy leader of North Korea, Kim Jong Un, am I close?
Probably the latest incarnation of the Kims.
Yeah, our boy Kimmy.
Yeah.
If he had his way, we might not be here. What do you make of all of these rattlings of the saber?
Yeah, that seems to be par for the course with anything that comes out of the Marxist regime from North Korea. It certainly has ramped up a lot more lately, though, and we seem to be doing a little bit in return, which is kind of surprising, coming from our Nobel Prize-winning president.
Well, you've got to wonder, did President Obama send Dennis Rodman as an ambassador to our friend in North Korea?
You know, that's interesting because it was not that long ago he was there, and now all of a sudden we have all this stuff stirred up. What's going on with that?
Yeah, I mean, you would say Dennis Rodman might be a likely ambassador to be appointed by the Obama administration.
He might make a good one for them.
He probably fits the bill on many levels. Well, it's interesting that these threats, having been ramped up the way they have been, are being taken seriously by many.
Well, I think that they should be, and that's been a refreshing, if a bit unusual, stance to see from the Obama administration. Normally, we hear lots of talk about how dangerous world events really don't mean nothing. They're no threat to us. This one is being treated a little bit differently. I understand that our military forces have been ramped up in the area. The missile defenses that President Obama wanted to get rid of, those are suddenly being acknowledged as a pretty important thing. The change in attitude from the administration is perplexing.
Well, it's interesting to see the way this is playing out and to reflect on history. I would suggest that our boy Kimmy ought to take a history lesson. Maybe Dennis and he should join a history class and look at the fate of Japan after Pearl Harbor. If he would dare to attack the mainland of America, somebody needs to show him some pictures of what Japan looked like after Pearl Harbor.
Well, that sort of thing has happened more than once. You know, there was the reaction that the United States gave in response to 9/11. I think that after 8 years of Bill Clinton and nothing really happening in the response to terrorism, that Osama bin Laden and Al Qaeda thought that they could just punch us and nothing would happen. We would cower in fear. Well, he didn't realize that there was a new president in town as of about 9 months before that, and they got a completely different result. They basically a replay of Pearl Harbor. They awoke a sleeping giant.
Yes. Well, given the track record of this current administration, Bob, do you think there would be any real serious repercussions if North Korea launched a missile?
That's the scary part. Despite these the saber rattling on our side, the buildup of forces and attention, would anything really come of it when push came to shove? I have to say that I doubt it, and that's a very dangerous place to be.
Well, this president seems to be intent on cutting the military at every turn, crippling our foreign policy at every opportunity. I mean, really, you look at how did Benghazi embolden the likes of a North Korean leader?
Well, these sort of moves always embolden the bad guys. They see one bad guy who does something. There's no decisive response to that. There's no retaliation. It just emboldens all the others to behave badly.
Well, it makes you wonder if America would be the kind of nation that would respond effectively and decisively.
Well, we certainly should be. We should be the leader when it comes to standing up against this sort of belligerence and aggression. It's unfortunate that that falls to the United States and pretty much the United States alone, but that's simply the reality that we have. But whether that would happen under an Obama administration, I haven't seen a whole lot that would give me confidence that would happen.
Well, you remember, and I do as well, the days when the threat of a Soviet attack prompted Americans to build bomb shelters and all those things. Let's just hope we're not headed in that direction again. If we have a really strong president and a Congress that will stand behind him, we don't need to worry about that kind of thing.